Well, summer is coming to a close, and we've had an absolutely incredible time with our Mazda MX-5. Thank you, Mazda Canada, for the long-term test drive.
All right, so before we give it back or keep it, we're going to answer your questions about Ruby. All right, we're getting to your questions, but first of all, the number one question that Andrea posted on her Instagram post was, is Ruby going to stay or is Ruby going to go at the end of our long-term test? So Andrea, what's the answer?
Ruby's staying. How could you possibly name a vehicle like this, a little fantastic sports car, and then say goodbye? No, no, no.
Well, I could give you 40,000 reasons.
I'm not listening to those reasons. This is a must. It's just too fun. Oh man, what a summer we've had with this MX-5.
Okay, so the great thing was when they said, you're going to get an MX-5 for the summer, pick what you might want to buy, and we chose this specific trim because at the end, if we wanted to keep it, then it's exactly what we would have picked anyway. So explain what trim this is.
So this is a GSP model in Canada, and in the US it's known as the Club trim. Now we've added the Sport package for $4,400 Canadian to this model, and that's where you get this great interior with the Recaro seats in Napa leather and Alcantara. You've got 17-inch BBS forged wheels in that kind of dark finish, Brembo front brakes, and then also the red brake calipers.
And if you get the base model of Miata, it doesn't come with the new limited slip rear differential. They upgraded it, and it's available on one up from the base on all those trims. And it's probably one of those things you wouldn't notice. The engineers tell us it makes a difference. We're gonna buy into that, and we have that in this car as well.
Now I want to add, in the US, with the Club model, you can add a package which is basically the same, and it's called the Brembo. So prices tested in Canada, almost $44,000, and in the US, almost $38,000. And this is exactly the way that I would build it, and we did.
And you did build it this way. Okay, so now we're going to get into what's under the hood and your questions. So all Miatas come with a 2-liter 4-cylinder. You can get a 6-speed manual, that's the one we've got, or a 6-speed automatic. 181 horsepower, 151 pound-feet of torque. It's rear-wheel drive only, and premium fuel is recommended. You can use regular, but we just filled it up, Andrea, and I put in the good stuff.
Yeah, I think that we're getting great fuel economy also with this. Like when we do a lot of highway driving, we get it down to 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers, which is almost 35 miles per gallon. So I'm pretty happy with premium
fuel. It's a little weak car though, Andrea.
It is a weak car, but still, it's getting better numbers. So I think that that's pretty great.
What's the color called, Andrea?
Soul Red Crystal Metallic.
We don't agree on the color, but Andrea won because I'm a husband. All right, first question. Are you able to store a small overnight bag or two of groceries? Always been a favorite convertible, especially with the fuel efficiency. Love the show. So I'll just answer quickly and you can answer. We did a road trip in this.
Yeah.
We went to Victoria. We took our overnight bags, all the camera gear and a tripod even. It all fit in the back.
And I've done a huge grocery shop, 10 bags. I got to tell you, I jammed them all in there. If I have a passenger with me, sometimes he's got to hold the paper towel, but that's okay. It's really, really deep.
Next question, does it come with a hardtop option at all? I think it would be great gift for my wife for her daily commute.
Yep.
Nice. But it gets brutal here in Michigan in the winters. So we have a friend that did this very thing.
Yeah, Nicole, she loved our Miata so much, but she wants to use it as her daily driver all year round in Vancouver. So she went with the hardtop and the 6-speed automatic transmission, and she absolutely loves it.
It's kind of like a Targa top where it's just the middle opens up. It's called the RF.
Yeah.
We went with the soft top. I personally don't like the look of the RF.
Yeah.
I think this car is prettier, and if you're going to have a pretty car, you might as well have the prettiest one.
And I want to add that anybody who is really tall, like over 6'4", find it easier to fit in the soft top than the RF. So if you are a tall person, keep that in mind.
Can a guy of a certain age drive a Miata without looking like a low-rent midlife crisis? Well, I don't know if you know this, but we're not 25 anymore, and I think we look pretty damn good in this, Andrea. I think we pull it off. So, as midlife people, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And the thing about a Miata, it's for every age group. It's a terrific vehicle for young, for older people. It doesn't matter. We saw a really cool guy. We didn't even know him, but he looked so cool on the highway. He had his hat and he had this color car.
He was maybe our senior, put it that way. On your long highway drive with soft roof in place, is the cabin noise from the road engine bearable? All right.
Here we go.
So, should probably do this at speed. There we go. Put the window up, Andrea. Okay. Okay, now go a little faster. You got to get up to highway speed. Change gears, because that's all engine noise. It's a convertible. If you have a convertible that's a soft top and not one of those retractable hard tops, it's going to be noisier. Maybe that's, if you drive on the highway a lot, maybe the RF's the one to get.
Yeah, I think you would want to consider that. You can hear the noise creeping in for sure. We're on a pretty smooth road right now, yes, on the highway, but you can definitely hear the noise, and over time that could beat you up. It's really going to be a personal choice.
Have a part of the video that explains how Zack fits and can he use the clutch. Okay, we're gonna pull in here. We're gonna switch.
Yeah.
And let's do it. I tell you what we'll do. We'll do this. Okay, getting in with the roof up so we can show that.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll put the roof down. Okay,
perfect.
So bring your mic pack, Andrea.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is the glamorous part, getting in and out. Oh. Did you put it back?
No.
Okay, so that's bad. The mic goes down there.
Belts on.
Okay, that's me in. I want to sit up a little more upright. I like to sit upright. Andrea likes to recline.
I like back. And the thing about this seat, I have to say, the best place to be is over there. Mm-hmm. This isn't as comfortable for the passenger, but you know, Zach and I will switch back and forth so that we can.
Oh, bum warmers on, Andrea. Nice. Okay, so that's me in. I will tell you, I am 6 feet tall, but I'm kind of oddly shaped, Andrea.
Yeah.
I'm all torso,
I don't know
wee
about
legs.
oddly, but.
Yeah, I'm all torso, wee legs. You know when I stood next to Roman from the Fast Lane truck?
Yes.
And he's the same.
Oh, is he?
Okay, so I'm 6 feet, but I have a torso of someone that's like probably 6'2" or 6'3", and I still have room here, and I don't find it a problem. Of course, with the roof down,
it's even better.
It's even better, and I have no problem with the clutch. I'm going to put it all the way back, and I would never drive like that. That's too far away.
Right.
So if you're up to 6'2", I would say, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah. Which seats do you prefer if you were to buy the car? And which seats sit lower? And like everyone else says, buy it. Mm-hmm. Match made in heaven. So the Recaro seats that we have are heavily bolstered. So if you're a bigger person, you will find that the other seats, just the regular ones, are more comfortable.
And we were on the launch event with one of our colleagues. He's a bigger guy, and he confirmed, he said he finds the regular seat or the GT seat better. Recaros are too tight.
How many packs of Costco toilet paper can you fit in the trunk?
Well, Andrew has a picture of the Costco toilet paper and some paper towel as well in the trunk. It's amazing how deep this trunk is and what you can put in there. If you're going to do overnight bags, I think you'd be better to do soft bags.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And if you are doing a big Costco run, you've got room for the toilet paper, but also other stuff. And always remember, if you don't bring a passenger with you, you've also got this front seat.
How can you guys give up such a car? Well, we're not. I think there's only one thing to do. Buy it. Question, if you had to choose, would you take this or your GTI? I'm sure they're both fantastic. What would you do?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. GTI. The great thing is that we have both now. Mm-hmm. We have a GTI and we have this. The knock against this, the advantage of this car is that it's small and it's fun. The knock against it is it's small. And like for example, going and doing a big shopping run, GTI just got way more room. And it's a much more sophisticated car, more power, adaptive suspension, all that.
This is more fun, in my opinion, than the GTI. I think that this is such a fabulous car, and Zach's talking about practicality. We own an SUV. I'll take that if I need to, if I know that this is not going to fit all the stuff that I need to fit in the vehicle.
But the thing is, now we don't have to. This question is redundant. We don't need to worry about it. We have a GTI. It's nice. It's a nice garage.
It's a nice garage. We feel very fortunate.
What would be the comparable option for a car with more than 2 seats that is similar, fun to drive at a similar price point?
Okay, so I would suggest if you wanted to do a convertible, it's going to be Mustang.
Yeah.
That's really the closest. And then if you want to go coupe, it's going to be either the Toyota GR86 or the BRZ.
But not at this price point. This price point, that base model, is incredible. And I just don't think that you can find something like this with this sort of driving dynamics at this price point. This is it. Wow, is that already the end of the summer fun? As a 40-year-old, I enjoy and appreciate cars and vehicles of all makes, sizes, and ages. Currently in my SUV era, notwithstanding that this Miata could appeal to anyone, who do you think the Miata is really geared to?
Well, back to our point earlier about, you know, the size of it, I think it's a fantastic second car. It's a fantastic second car. It's the car you open the garage and you go, oh, it's a sunny day. I need to run around and do some errands. I'll just take this.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fabulous in the summer, especially with the roof down. I just think that anyone who sits in this, drives it, will love it. Whether you want it as a daily driver or not, I prefer to have something else. I agree with Zach. We prefer it as a second vehicle.
But if you're young and single, if you're 21-year-old Andrea,
Yep.
and you can afford this, Andrea would have been hot in this car. You're hot in it now, Andrea, and you're only 28.
So I also want to add that a viewer reached out. He has had a few different Mazda vehicles, and Mazda Canada has treated him like gold. He will never go to another brand because he's thrilled with the customer service that he's gotten over the years, and he drives an MX-5 every day. It's his daily driver, and he loves it.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some issues and they sorted it all out. So good for them for looking after a customer. So there it is. It's the MX-5 long-term test drive is now turning into a long-term hold.
Yeah.
Andrea's thrilled. I'm super happy. I love driving this car as well. So there you go. What do you think of that?
Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.